I'm gonna do it by myself.
Gwinnett County Police say those words from Tia Young just hours after her husband's murder were fake, that she and her family friend were actually the killers.
What is it? Was somebody shot? He said yes, and I said who? And he said George.
Police Detective David Smith says since he first began interviewing Tia Young and Tim Lee, their stories just didn't add up.
The inconsistencies came on how they found the body, when they found the body, and what time the 911 call came in.
George Young was shot as he came home from a private security job. His wife claimed she and her 3 sons were asleep upstairs, and Tim Lee, who lived with the family, was downstairs. Hours after the murder, Young told me she suspected a robbery. Police say she and Lee murdered Young because they were having an affair, and they wanted Young's $1 million life insurance policy.
They were both involved. Maybe not necessarily more one than the other, but they had been talking about it for some time.
Have either of you retained private attorneys at this point?
I talked to my mom last night. She was reaching out to one this morning.
In court Tuesday, both Young and Lee were given court-appointed attorneys.
When do I get my first phone call?
He was a really good guy. Everybody loved George.
Yo, YouTube, what's going on? Trey back again to hit you with a video. Now, this video right here shows you why you should not trust too many people. And I'm not saying do not trust everyone, because as you may know, there are some genuine people who genuinely love you and care for you. And also there are some people who wear a lot of masks, like I say, even when it's not Halloween. But at the same time, it's your job as an adult, as a person, and also as teenagers, if there's any teenagers listening, to know the type of people you're dealing with. But sometimes these people can be so mischievous, so sneaky, and so deceitful, just insidious, if you will, till the point you cannot see the attack coming. Just like in this story right here, coming straight out of Gwinnett County, Georgia. But we have a married man, a father of 3, brutally killed on his own front porch. And one thing, by the way, this is grown folks talk. I forgot to put that at the beginning of the video, but this is grown folks talk. So please, pretty please, with sugar on top, get those kids, get those badass little rascals out the room right now, because I know they're not in school. Because unless you live in a certain area or jurisdiction where your kids have to go to school, a lot of kids are still out for Easter. I don't know why they let these kids out a whole week for Easter anyway, but go and get their little ass out the room right now, and I'm gonna give you a few seconds to do that. Okay, if they're not out the room by now, tough titty. And a lot of y'all might be saying, well, Trey, I'm not a track star. That's fine. Just work on moving them faster. But anyway, nothing worse to a man, and I'm speaking for all men right now, then to get gunned down and killed on your own porch. That right there is a bunch of shit right there. That right there is one thing in life that I not wish upon myself or anybody else. Hell, shoot me with a damn BB gun, hit me with a car. Don't kill me. Don't shoot me on my front porch. Because a man home supposed to be his castle, his sanctuary. But out of all people, this man got set up by the one who's supposed to be the closest to him, his own wife. Set him up and basically got on the news and told a whole damn lie. And you could tell she was doing this interview without any emotion, no tears, no choking up. You know how when you be really sobbing and stuff, no snot coming out her nose, anything like that. Just a plain ass conversation, like she was talking about the newest hair care products at Dillard's or JCPenney or wherever the hell she shop at. I mean, she showed no signs of emotion. And also the guy Harvey Lee, which was the man's so-called one of his best friends, but had to be his best friend. He let this guy Harvey come in there and stay. Now, what man would let his another man come in there in his own house and stay around his wife and his kids, unless he did not trust that man? So evidently he must have really trusted this guy, held him in high self-esteem. The guy felt on hard times, so the owner of the house, the man of the house, said, come on in, you know what I'm saying, I'll look after you, help you get a job. Help him get a job where he was working at. And to show you how much love and appreciation that he had for that, he decided to plot with the wife after, while screwing her, that, okay, we need to get $1 million insurance policy on this guy, and basically kills him over a funk ass $1 million. Like, I mean, really, is it that serious? Are you that money hungry? What y'all thought y'all was gonna do? Just get away and run off in the sunset like on the fairy tales in these movies? But I'm gonna read a snippet from the story, and I'm gonna give my opinion surely as we go. Police. Wife, lover, killed security guard for $1 million insurance policy. I wonder how much they had to put down for that $1 million life insurance policy. Gwinnett County, Georgia. Don't get too many of these stories out of Gwinnett County, but Georgia, damn, y'all been on a rise lately. Notice there ain't been too many stories coming out of Florida, but damn, Georgia been hitting them back to back, back to back, back to back. Now, a Metro Atlanta woman and her lover killed her husband for a life insurance policy valued at $1 million, police said Tuesday. What kind of BS is that right there? Now, suspects Tia Trolling Young, 42, sound like a suspected serial killer. And Harvey Tim Lee, 38 years old. And for that man to be 38 years old with a head full of gray hair like that, no wonder he's out on his ass, because evidently he sure wasn't handling his business. And don't nobody want no 38-year-old man who look 78. And I'm not saying that to be funny, because if you tell me that this man right now do not look 78 to you all, something is wrong with your peripheral visions, and you need to go get checked by your optometrist, if you will. But anyway, I didn't know who the man or the woman was in this damn picture. Was it Tia? Was Harvey, or was Harvey Tia? I didn't know which one was who, because they both look tough as hell. Got some rough faces. Like what MC Light said, you got to get a rough neck. Them right there, some rough necks right there. But anyway, they were arrested Monday in the Gwinnett County, Georgia, in connection with the November 16th death of George Young in Buford, according to Gwinnett jail records. And George, may you rest in peace. I am glad. I love when they catch these bastards. You feel me? Because if you ever lost somebody in your family, or somebody ever got murdered close to you, just like that was close to me, I had a couple of them get murdered. It would mean something to you whenever you hear stories like this, and you will be glad that law enforcement or karma catch up with these people. It's no ifs and buts about it. So I love when they get their ass caught. But anyway, let's continue. A 43-year-old father of three, George Young, was gunned down on his front porch in the 3100 block of Montauk Hill Drive as he returned from a job as a security guard, police said. Man just out there trying to make a living. You know what I'm saying? Bring home the bacon. Put it in his wife's hand. Make sure the bills paid. Make sure the food in the kitchen. And all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying, his friend falls on hard time, and show you how genuine of a guy he is, even though he don't have no job as a lawyer. He's not a football player, but he's evidently getting by, and he's a humble type person, because you could tell in the manner his kids speaking of him in the video. You could tell by the way he carried himself. You could tell by the way he let this loser ass Harvey Tim Lee in his house just to screw his wife. That's why you guys better be careful who these guys you call your friend. You letting them around your damn woman. But what that means one thing also, that this woman that he's with, Miss Tia Toughface Young, was never his woman, because I don't give a damn what kind of so-called friend you bring in your house. If you got a real queen, a real woman, she ain't gonna bust it wide open. She ain't gonna drop it like it's hot on nobody else thing but yours. You know what I'm saying? She ain't gonna give that cookie to nobody else. She gonna leave that cookie wrapped up in that golden wrapper, and some of them don't even put rappers over. But anyway, we ain't talking about them. She gonna keep it preserved just for you. She ain't gonna be passing out to your best friend. Then how do you sit up there and look at this man when he walk in the house after a long day of work, drop his little lunchbox down on his suitcase, you know what I'm saying, or take off his gun, his, you know what I'm saying, his uniform, you know, feeling like a real man, and he got this loser ass dude who been probably a bum his whole life. For him to be 38 and look like that ain't no 38 right there. I don't give a damn what y'all saying in Georgia. But anyway, for him to come home and feel like he's helping somebody and being the man of the house, only to find out that he's being plotted on to being killed for $1 million insurance, and that his wife is a whore cheating on him, and that his best friend is a snake in the grass. You know what I'm saying? He need a damn size 13 foot up his ass. Now, the detectives believe that the murder of Young was financially motivated. Gwinnett Police Corporal Michelle Fire said George had a life insurance policy for a significant amount of money. Tia has not been able to collect on the policy, Fire said. And she's not going to be able to collect on that policy, because guess what? Unless they giving that shit out in commissary in the state penitentiary, she won't be able to collect on it. Matter of fact, the detective said he already contacted the insurance people and broke that shit down to them. He gave them the Mary J. Blige old school 411. He gave them the 411. Look, you know that $1 million life insurance policy that Miss Tia Young sent? Yeah. Yeah, we remember her. She was the one with the very, very, very rough face. Yeah, you made us think about MC Light, the Roughneck song. Yeah, so what happened? Well, basically, I'm telling you all that she put this policy on her husband to basically have him killed, and we need this policy resolved with because she's in jail for murder, and she's not going to be able to spend this money anyway. So cancel that whole subscription and don't even worry about it. Then the operator or whoever the person is on the other end of the line that work for the insurance company gonna say, well, but damn, we suspected something about her the whole time because anybody with a face like that, they bound to be up to no good. Thank you very much. But anyway, let's continue the story. For months, police suspected the crime was not a random act of violence and said as much in December after Crime Stoppers increased the reward for information in the case from the traditional $2,000 to $5,000. Now imagine if you this man kids and you talking to your mama, they ever gonna find daddy killer? Mama, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Mom, I can't sleep at night. I'm having nightmares. You know, going through regular things that even if it was me or you, we were going through the situation, the same thing that these kids going through, you know what I'm saying, having daddy withdrawals, so you say, because what happened to their father. Now imagine the mom's up there faking consoling them. You know, well, I miss him too, baby. It's gonna be all right because she can't slip up and tell the kids, you know what I'm saying, this is your new daddy, Mr. Harvey, tough ass, old face Tim Lee, you know, so she had to keep the lie up. But evidently, you know, see, that's why it pays to treat people right, because guess what? Karma is real, and karma is a bitch, and karma will come back and get you, just like in this situation. Just when you thought you was about to hit the finish line and get that check, guess what? The police came and wrestled your ass down, put you in a damn cross-faced chicken wing and a DDT. Let's continue the story. The preliminary evidence at the crime scene suggests that George was shot by someone waiting for his arrival on his front porch, police said at the time. When a detective began to interview Tia Young and Tim Lee about the night of the homicide and their history together, he found inconsistencies in their stories, Fire said. According to police, Young and Lee gave different accounts of how they found George Young's body, when they found it and when they called 911. They probably had to go and bust one. They probably had to go on do something strange for a little piece of change, if you will. They probably was having sex right there by that dead man body, because y'all might be like, no, think about it. If they bold enough to have the man killed and knowing that they the ones killed him themselves, like they hired some hitman somewhere, they did this shit themselves. So quite naturally, who's to say if they won't sit there and have sex in front of his dead body? I mean, you did all this, why not go and do the rest? That's how I feel about any situation like this. I mean, because once you cross a line, I don't care how far you go then. You know what I'm saying? Because once that line been crossed, you can go right here, or you can go right there, or you can go way over there. You feel me? You can go to the end. Who cares? The point is, don't cross that line. Now, additionally, the detective found evidence to suggest that Tia and Tim were involved in an intimate relationship, Fire said. They found out their ass was knocking the boots, and it wasn't no G.I., Shazam, and Dino there singing no damn songs, neither. No, they was really knocking the boots, knocking sketches with the memory foams, knocking, in his case, probably damn some old-ass Stacey Adams from 1988. Now, though Tia originally claimed that Tim was a cousin or brother type of family member, there is nothing to suggest that they are blood related. Hell no, they're not blood related, but much as he done bust in her, they probably are blood related by now, because you could tell. Let me keep it real. Tim was wearing that ass out while this guy was at work. And that's what they do to you, man. That's why I'm telling you, I would not let a soul in my damn house. Barely wanted to let my brother in my house. I had to get his ass up out of here, too, trying to run my shit. But anyway, I ain't going to put family business out there. But at the same time, you got to be careful who you let in your house. Because I'm telling you, just because they family, and my brother did not do anything like this, you feel what I'm saying? But at the same time, the Joker was crazy. You feel me? So when you dealing with people like that, you got to distance yourself, because guess what? Something gonna happen. You feel me saying? It's gonna be smoke in the city. It's gonna be a lot of furniture moving in this house. And this man, Harvey Tim Lee, boy, you the worst kind of man. You the worst kind of friend. Because here you is on your ass, and you know how guys be when they be on their ass. They be like, brother, can you please give me a hand? Can you please help me? And you feel pity for these son of a bitches. You feel what I'm saying? Oh, let's keep it real today. You feel sorry for these son of a bitches. You feel me? You feel sorry for them to the point you allow them to come in your house. Not knowing if they're a child molester because you got kids there. Not knowing if they're a wife cooking molester because you got your old fake ass wife up in there who waiting. Who as soon as he walked in there, she like, you know what I'm saying, probably started rubbing her nipple and every damn thing. You know what I'm saying? Got all counter moist. Had to run to the damn bathroom. And Harvey Tim Lee, You know what I'm saying? Like a little gopher smelling the scent. You know how dogs in heat, they smell the scent? Yeah, because he's a damn dog. And he ain't a damn Great Dane. But anyway, so he already knew he had her. But this right here shows you, and women too, but I'm talking to men right now, do not let these rascals in your damn house. Do not let them in your house. If you ain't came up from pre-K with their ass, where you in a damn sandbox with marbles, you know how we used to do the marbles and stuff with the jacks, if they don't do that shit no more. Don't let their ass in your house. You feel me? Let's continue the story. Now, Georgia and Tia Young and Tim Lee knew each other from early adulthood. Not childhood, adulthood. I knew a lot of people from 19 years old, but guess what? I don't mess with not a single one of them to this day, except for some older cats I know. You feel me? Saying they like my OGs, as we say OGs, my mentors, people who, you know what I'm saying, pull my coattail and stuff when I'm veering off in the wrong way. Just, you know, strong-minded men, you know, who's able to like tell me stuff and this and that. You know, guys I look up to, whatever we call OGs for those who won't know. People like, what the hell is an OG, Trey? You mean old goat, old gorilla? What you talking about? No, we talking about people you look up to. But anyway, now, George and Tia Young and Tim Lee knew each other from early adulthood, police said. They are originally from South Carolina. Big shout out to all my people in South Carolina right now. You know who you is. Now, when Tim became unemployed, with 38 years old, looking like he's 78 in the face, but he's unemployed. Why are you unemployed, Tim? Now, when the man became unemployed, Tim, Fire said George invited Tim to live with their family in Beaufort. George hired Tim to work with him at a security company. Even gave this damn bum-ass ninja a job. Even helped clean him up, vitamin in his house, fed this man, probably even clothed this man, because if he's on his ass, he ain't got no job, how can he buy clothes? So that's what real friends do. But what thing real friends don't do is have sex with your wife while you out working. I wouldn't give a damn if I left you in the house with my wife or girlfriend or whoever, and she walk around butt naked. It's not your duty to put your penis in her booty. I mean, it's not your duty to have sex with her. You know what I'm saying? So if you're a real friend, the same thing with women. Just say if you go over one of your girlfriend's house, you and this girl know each other, whether it's for 1 year, 10 years, 20 years. And her guy walk around with some Speedos on, you know what I'm saying? And you see that big old buzz sticking out. If you drop it like it's hot and you take off your clothes and let him bust that thing wide open, you as lower than he is, because here you is, knew this woman the whole time that you call your friend. You see what I'm saying? So that's why you have to be careful the people who you let in your house. You know what I'm saying? Ain't too many real friends out here no more. And the whole time you thinking that they got your back, they looking at your husband and your wife like that. And some jokers will tell them, you know, they'll tell you, why don't you let me get a piece of that? You know what I'm saying? But your husband or wife won't never come tell you, but you could tell. I'm finna give y'all a secret. You could tell. That's how you could tell. Watch their eyes. Watch their ways. Watch how they changed from normal to acting another certain way with a certain person come around. But you gotta wait till another person come around who some kind of emotion, there's some kind of connection. Let's continue this story. Now, a tearful Tia Young discussed the shooting with WSB TV in November. She says, I heard 2 loud gunshots. She told the news station, I thought it was gunshots, but I wasn't sure what it was. Whether it was firecrackers, so I ran to my brother's room. He wasn't in there. The brother was downstairs on his laptop, she said. So I asked him, did he hear that noise? Tia Young told WSB. He said, yeah, it sounded like 2 gunshots. Police declined to say who fired the deadly shots. We pretty much know who fired those damn deadly shots. Now, Tia Young and Tim Lee appeared in court Tuesday to formally hear the charges against them, and a judge denied them bond. Y'all ain't finna get out no damn bond. Y'all on side here murder with malice. Malice. You know what I'm saying? You don't want that malice in front of that murder. You might get bond for a murder. I'm sure you can. Depends on what state you're in and, you know, the stipulations of the case. But if it's malice in there, you can hang your head out to dry. Now, they are being held in the county jail on charges of malice murder, felony murder, and aggravated assault. Golly, hit them with the malice murder and the felony murder. Both have denied any involvement in the murder of George, Fire said. And quite naturally they will. But let me know what you all think about this story also. And at the same time, if you want to chime in the comment section and give some of the subscribers, aka family, because we all one family here, and you want to tell them some of your experience, because it's not wise to sit up here and just discuss problems without giving solutions. That way, when people see these things happening, like something that I said, and it might remind them, well, Trey said this, this how a person that, or such and so in the comment section said this, because I don't claim to know everything. I'm just giving my opinion, you know, surely as we go. But anyway, so make sure that you leave a comment and, you know, just give advice to people who going through a situation like this or may suspect something like this is going on. You know, just clarification purposes, if you will. Anyway, let me know what you think about this video. If you like the video, push that like button. If you like, subscribe to the channel. Definitely share the video with your cheating ass friends or your friends who you think their significant other is plotting on them. Because most likely, if you feeling that way, 9 times out of 10 they is. And like the movie last year, Get Out. That's all I got to say. Y'all stay blessed, stay woke, stay vigilant. Till next time, it's been real. I'm out.